We're live. Welcome to the party. Aiden, go ahead and floor is yours.
Well, good morning, world. All of Terrence, thousands of streamers, I'm sure. Who would like to earn a point of inspiration by recapping what happened last time in our campaign known as the Third Eye?
So there's a quite this one's free today because we all have an inspiration point.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys must have been doing some great things.
Yeah, but
Do we? I don't remember that, but okay.
Aiden gave all of us one inspiration point right before we ended last session. But yeah, I do have a recap.
That to your character sheet.
Oh, we do. Okay.
I do have a recap, so
go for it.
Alrighty then. Good morning, Dungeons and Dragons fans. We left our heroes in the adventure of the Third Eye. Everything that we covered over the last session. After recollecting ourselves after the fight with the Ifrits, we proceeded and found a guy named Dolop, to which the mighty goat has convinced him to join our holy cause. He was buried to the neck in sand, and in order to save him, we had to make several dexterity checks and get away from the creepy bug things. The swarm of rot grubs, if memory serves. Turns out, the man is useless. Quite literally useless. However, for me, he has a purpose. So, we let him live and come with us back to the town of Lostway. After we saved him, we finally made it to the ruins, to which we met a man named Lament, who is ripped and a powerhouse. We watched him overpower and demolish a wyvern. No small task. After that, we hung around, and he gave Lament, coincidentally, gave us lift back to Lostway. In the town of Lostway, we learned that it's pretty much a town of scavengers, ruffians, outlaws, you name it. The bad kind of go here. But because of our host, we were on the better end of town. That said, Oro and Bird went up to go to sleep, whereas the goat went and had a couple of drinks with the dwarves. After the drinking, Lucian made his way back up and had the choice to either sleep with the one that sleep on the floor, sleep with the winged one, or sleep with the fluffy cuddly bunny. So it was a hard choice. Over the course of the night, however, there was a battle outside, to which Oro is the only one that got up to take a look. It was 6-on-1. They all had magical tattoos, and the only the one was left. The one that was being attacked by the 6 happened to be our butler that morning, or server that morning. We ended our session after catching a skiff to the ruins on day 1 of 3 in the ruins.
I could have sworn we ended the session right after breakfast. You guys were heading down to the skiffs, but you hadn't got yours yet.
No, we got the skiff and everything.
I distinctly remember meeting the guy who drove the skiffs.
Yep.
So we either ended right at the dock after meeting him, or we ended on our way to the...
We ended as we arrived and docked because Aiden had finished describing what it was like to sail across the sand with the wizard that was generating wind.
Instead of the guy that was just
All
punching
right.
the air.
That is slightly farther than I had in my notes. I must not have like correctly put in where we ended off. So good on you, Taryn.
It's okay.
Nice.
I'm here for you.
You saved us. You saved us from a repeat of information.
I know. It's important. My viewers, thank you.
All right. So you guys have entered the ruins. You guys got a very early start. However, as you are sort of like gathering your things and beginning to make your way into the ruins, you see large plumes of like picked up dust coming from the direction of Lost Way. You are not the only people who are hoping to scavenge today. In fact, it looks like quite a few are on their way as well. Ezric will take out a map and kind of like open it up, examine it a couple times, and say, I think that will be
nice con roll.
The obelisk that we should go to. I believe it's in there, if I'm reading this correctly.
We gotta work on your confidence skills, buddy. These things are important.
Okay. Do you guys go to the obelisk he pointed out?
Sure, why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
It seems a good place to
Alright.
start.
As you get closer, you see multiple places where the metal of the walls of this large black tower have been like caved in or opened, either by monsters or scavengers hoping to get inside. Once inside, you see many ways up, places where people have left ropes from having climbed upwards. Not really many ways down. There are two thought processes behind scavenging, two main ways to do it. You can loot upwards, or you can loot downwards. Looting downwards is generally considered the more dangerous option of the two, because a single cave-in or mishap could leave you buried in sand and dead for sure.
Nice.
After consulting the map, Ezric will walk up to a wall and say, "This, I'm pretty sure, should open, if the maps are correct." He'll reach into his pack and take out two crowbars and say, who would like to do the honors?
Oh boy. Dames and James? As I'm sure they have better strength than all of us combined. Just saying.
It's distinctly possible. They will each grab one of the crowbars and stick it into a seam in the wall and begin pulling backwards as hard as they can. That will be an athletics check with advantage for a total of 15, as it turns out. Alright. You see their muscles bulge, their faces start to like beat red as they pull as hard as they possibly can. And eventually the wall in front of you does seem to slowly creak open. Inside is a shaft that goes straight down. There are two metal, like wires almost, about an inch thick, that just go straight down as far as the eye can see. You have no idea how deep this shaft could be. Well, it's convenient that there's a wire and we can just propel down. To which Ezric will immediately jump in and says, "I don't recommend it." According to my father's notes, there are lots of dormant magical energy in ruins like this, often connected to wires. When in doubt, I don't recommend touching them. But, I mean, if you think it's the best way, we can. Otherwise, we'll just have to climb down, which would be much slower. Alright, your group is being presented with its first choice. There is a chance that if you just slide down, you will automatically succeed your first check of the day. However, if luck is not on your side, you will take big oof damage as you get electrocuted from magical energy running through the wires. Either that, or you can all make an athletics check to get down the elevator shaft safely.
Let's try to do it the safe way.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean, I do think that not taking damage is a good thing, but
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, Aiden did say last session that the checks that we're going to have to make are pretty difficult regardless if we're going to actually succeed on our mission with Ezra. Well, succeed in his mission, not our mission. And there's also, like, I don't know. So you're not going to tell us what basically for climbing down. It's just an athletics check.
Yes.
But
If you'd like to propel down using the wires, you will not have to make any check at all. But I will make a flat roll, and if that flat roll is too low, you will take a fairly decent chunk of damage.
Is it one roll for all of us, or is it one roll each?
So we will be doing party rolls. So each check will be made by one of you, and you can choose who to be the representative for the party. However, you can't make a second check until everybody has gone, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
So if Taryn starts things off with this athletics check, and then the next time it was something that the next check is something he's got a really good bonus in, Taryn can't make it again. Would have to go to one of the others until everybody has gone once.
So I vote we take the wire.
And I'm also thinking we take the wire.
Okay.
And the reason I'm saying this, Bird, is we all have inspiration right now.
Oh, right.
So if you fail the check, you just use the inspiration, and he has to re-roll it.
Okay.
That is not how inspiration works. You can't make me re-roll something. You can use that to re-roll something you do.
Yeah.
But if you want to save the inspiration for like a check later that you might have a better bonus or chance in, and just take the random roll on my side on this one, you can.
I'm confused. I thought we each had to roll something to come down.
If we climb down, we each have to roll athletics, right?
Okay. But the
group
wire is just a random roll.
Yeah.
Even for the athletics check, just to be clear, only one of you would have to make the athletics check.
Oh, okay.
If the group decided to climb down, one of you would make an athletics check on behalf of the entire party, and that's how well the whole party did it.
Okay.
So no matter what, only one roll is being made.
I'm still for the wire.
I think that the potential benefit of getting one check already made, when I know they're going to be super difficult regardless, outweighs the risk of taking damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Regardless of if you do take the damage, the check is guaranteed. So you will have one successful check, even if this roll is too low. Damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that alone right there, that's
I think that's big money right there.
All right.
Okay.
You all unanimously vote to ignore Ezric's warning, and grab onto the wires and say, "Yeah, what do you say to him?" As he goes, "Are you super sure?"
No, but it's faster.
Okay. All right. You grab onto the wires and begin to propel down. Here we go.
We all die.
Big oof.
Rocks fall. You do in fact die. No. All right. So you're about halfway down. when suddenly you feel a thrum within the wire, and before you could even think to react,
Aw.
a jolt of magical energy surges through the wire. Uh, Here's how this is going to work.
Electroshock
There
therapy?
is 50 lightning damage,
Huh.
and you can distribute it among you however you want.
That's rough.
Among the three of us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
James, Dames, and Ezric have their own set of 50 damage that they are distributing amongst themselves.
Big oof. Making good decisions right off the bat, guys.
Nice. Hey, you know...
My hit point maximum is 11.
Okay.
I got 24.
Okay, we can still make it work. Well, I'll end up with like 5 HP, but we can make it work. If I take 25, Taryn takes 20, and Bird takes 5.
Okay.
Is that amenable to everybody? Is everybody going to agree to that split?
You
Yeah.
said we
All right,
had
go
no
ahead and
time
take
to
that.
react, right?
That is correct. There
Okay.
is no save on this. It was either you got
And
lucky enough that it didn't happen.
There's no time for my mesh to kick in and cast Absorb Elements.
You would be able to cast Absorb Elements if you would like.
Okay. Well then, I'd still like to take the 25 damage, but cast Absorb Elements to reduce that down to 13.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to take any more of the damage? Because it will be halved.
Oh, you know what?
If you wanted to take like a brunt 40, you could reduce it to only 20 damage to you and greatly reduce the amount everybody else is being hurt.
And that is an
Shit,
excellent
you could
idea.
just take all of it and just take the 25 damage.
I mean, I was planning on taking 25 anyway. Well, you said you have 24 base, right?
I do.
Darren?
I do have a base 24.
Okay. You know what? I'll take it all, and then they can heal me.
That is factual. We can't heal him.
So I'll just use one of my spell slots on Absorb Elements, and then take all 50 damage and reduce that down to 25. And supercharge my sword.
Okay.
Supercharge.
Oro, you just take the brunt of all of it. As you all see, like, the hair on Oro just, like, expand outwards. Electricity thrumming through him. His mesh armor glowing with a yellow radiance as it absorbs as much as it possibly can of the damage. Luckily, though, the energy seemed to be entirely spent on Oro and didn't reach the rest of you at all. Because of that, since Oro is the only one who took the electricity damage, Oro is now the only one who will have to make the following save to avoid falling after being electrocuted while holding on to a wire.
Okay.
I will let Oro make either a Constitution saving throw or a Dexterity saving throw, depending which he feels is more accurate to how his character would attempt to hold on.
I feel Dexterity would be more of how he would hold on. So, here comes the saving throw.
Let's go.
All right. The electricity shocks your grip loose, and you begin to free fall. As you do, you see that one of the nearby walls is close enough, and you kick it real hard with your leg and begin almost like leap hopping down from wall to wall until you can aim yourself at the wire again. Launching yourself at the wire, you grab on and spin around it as you slow your momentum and are able to begin propelling with control once more. From everybody else's perspective, that was damn impressive of Oro. Oro, I'm glad you made the save because, frankly, the amount of fall damage that you were risking taking would have been bad.
Well, I had when you said dexterity was an option, I have two things that could have helped because I also have, since I'm a rabbit, I have lucky footwork, which lets me add bonuses to my dexterity save if I fail. Um,
Ah,
so I have that,
good
and the worst
man.
case scenario, I have my inspiration. So I had
All right.
two cards
You had
ready to go.
backups.
Yeah,
You had cards to
Good
play.
I
man.
had I
Good
had
man.
contingencies to my contingencies.
Oro, you are the first to land on what seems to be a metal platform with a hole in the middle of it. The hole leads into a small room of some kind. Before you have the opportunity to investigate too much further, however, your companions all drop down on this same platform. You all have one successful check in the bag.
Let's go. Heal me, please.
I'm gonna cast some healing things.
Absolutely. You have a moment to cast.
All right, that's 6 for you, buddy.
All right, so now I'm up to 12.
And then Bird, if you could cast one too.
Bird?
Yeah.
You should heal Oro.
Oh, right. Yes. Um, should I use my racial bonus or should I use an actual spell?
That's up to you.
I guess I'll use an actual spell.
All right. Go ahead and roll it for me.
Cure wounds.
Ooh, nice.
Heal
Thank
another
you.
9 hit points, Oro.
All right. So I have one quick question before we move on, and it pertains to absorb elements. So it's supposed to give me an elemental charge on my next melee attack, but would it have dissipated by the time we actually? Because it says on your next turn. So does that mean it only lasts for a few seconds?
That is correct.
Okay,
It does only last until the next turn.
gotcha.
So all of 5 seconds.
Okay.
Right.
uh, so, Oro, you have been healed by your allies, and you all look towards the hole in the floor as the only way forward.
How are James, Dames, and
Ezra-
Ezric doing?
Ezric looks completely unharmed, much like Bird and Lucian. But James and Dame seems to have gotten hit by a lash of energy of their own. But they're fine. They're pretty good. So they're not. They don't look like they're in dire straits at all.
Like freaking Oro, who just had who knows how much electricity pumping through his tiny rabbit body. Man, I'm so glad absorb elements worked because when you said you barely and without any time to react, I was like, oh shit, that's his subtle way of saying no reaction
Yeah.
spells.
That was more my subtle way of saying you're not going to get a save or
Right.
the attempt to like make a dexterity check to just avoid the damage outright.
Right. You wouldn't be able to sense the lightning, so
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm so glad that absorb elements worked. We're way better off now than I ever thought that we would be. Unless, of course,
Much better off.
That was a very clever play on your part, Jared. Well done.
Oh, thank you. This rabbit's really in his element.
Uh-huh. He was made for this. Okay, you all drop in through the ceiling, section, and find yourself in a small room. The ones that you pried open earlier are closed in front of you. Ezric takes a moment to consult his maps before reaching to a panel above the doors and sort of wiping some dust off. You see a rune unlike any you had ever seen before. Consulting his maps, Ezric will say, yes, okay. This room can sometimes move, but it's currently still in the correct position according to these maps. So we just need to open these doors and go into the area beyond here.
A
Okay.
room that
Would you
moves
like
positions?
to pass the buck to James and Dames on the athletics check for
Yeah.
opening the doors?
Yeah. There you go. See, that's why.
All right. Once again, heaving and pressing like their feet together to apply traction, they were able to slowly wrench the doors open, and you see a metallic shimmering hallway ahead of you. In case you hadn't figured it out yet, would you guys like to exit the elevator?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
All right, you all exit the elevator safely and successfully. You are now in a long metallic hallway. It looks like many doors line the sides. Ezra, consulting the map, begins to give you a quick, like, okay, we're going to go straight down this hallway. Eventually, it'll be a left when we see this symbol scrawled in on the walls. Um, do you all follow Ezric's directions?
Yeah.
All right.
What does the symbol
You
look like?
continue. Have you ever seen like a six?
Have you ever seen
what
a
it looks like.
6?
Okay. As you continue through, you're walking through essentially a maze. Like Ezric is leading you left and right and taking all of these various paths. As you go through a hallway that looks like it's seen better days. By the way, actually, uh, just so I can say we're clear. I know a couple people can like cast light or have torches. Everybody doesn't have dark vision, do they?
I don't believe I do.
I think I have dark vision.
Oh, I do.
Let me check really quick.
you, for the first
I
time
do
ever,
have
you guys see Lucian without his goggles on.
Huh.
But no, I do not have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Okay. Everybody but Oro has dark vision. Oro, how would you like to be seeing?
I cast dancing lights.
Perfect.
There we go.
Little bulbs of light fly out from Lucian's shield and just sort of begin bobbing and following with the party, allowing
I'm
you to
gonna
see
attach
your
2 to Oro's feet,
Nice.
Okay.
and then the other one will float like just ahead of him on the ground, so you can, or just ahead of him, so it illuminates enough for him to see everything else.
If I ever get dark vision, I
Owen?
want it to be a night vision upgrade for my goggles.
Heck yeah. There's a feat for that.
Oh yeah, wow.
Specifically the Eldritch Adept feat. If you take it, you can get any like Warlock Eldritch Invocations. You can get like super powerful dark vision.
Oh nice.
Yeah, it's a good one. Anyway, moving along, you guys are going through a hallway that looks like it's seen better days. A lot of the like panels on the walls are like ripped off and obviously scavenged. And as you go through, you feel the ground beneath you begin to shake. I will need a survival check for the party to quickly alert your reflexes to the shaking panels and go to the correct panels before the shaky ones fall away.
So my
Yeah.
survival has a bonus of 5.
I have a bonus of 4.
I'm
since-
pretty sure I have no survival. I have 0. So one of you two do it.
So real quick, do I get to take advantage of the double proficiency bonus while we're in these buildings, or do we not count as in the desert anymore?
Considering your like background, was so interconnected with the ruins, I would allow you to have your double proficiency here.
Okay. That means that technically I have a 7 of survival bonus.
All right,
Okay.
then we know who wins.
Okay. Here it comes.
$25.
Yes.
You madman. Okay. Oro immediately like lunges into action. He calls out all the panels that seem to be the safest to stand on. As everybody jumps to one of the panels he pointed on, the others all fall away, and they seem to fall for decent ways
Oh, jeez.
before a faint sound of clattering kind of echoes back up to you. From there, you guys are able to like jump from one panel to the other and eventually get all the way across this sketchier hallway. That is another successful check in your
Oh, let's
favor.
go! Guess that magical energy helped my lightning reflexes.
All right. As you are walking through a series of rooms, you eventually enter a room that has been heavily looted, and large piles of wires are strewn about the room. Ezric warns you all not to touch them, as he did with the previous wires, just because you never know if they're active at all. Now, as you're going through this room, just filled with loose wires, one of you accidentally bumps some kind of control panel next to the door you're trying to leave through, and the door shuts suddenly, along with the one that you entered through,
Oh no.
as the room begins to fill with this hum and buzz of electricity. I will need a successful Arcana check to be
Oh.
able to mess with the panel and figure out how to turn the power in this room off before you are all electrocuted.
Bird, what's your Arcana check?
My Arcana is 0, but I can roll it.
Mine's 0 too.
Oh no. How did this happen? The two most magical people, and we have 0 Arcana.
I mean, yeah. I have a 0 modifier for my intelligence, so
Yeah, me too.
I didn't think intelligence was very important. How wrong I was.
Who wants to roll it?
I can roll it.
Okay.
I think. Okay, hold on. Since here, I'm just thinking about this. If both of you have a 0, that means you both have equal chance for success.
Yeah.
But we don't know what our next check is going to be. And Taryn, you have more skills checked or more advanced bonuses than Bird does. So in a situation where it's a tie, I think that leaving the next check up to chance on what Bird will have to roll is not a good idea.
So I have history, insight, perception, persuasion, and religion as checked skills.
But I'm just saying your bonuses in general are higher.
My bonuses are pretty nice. So
for her, then for Bird, the situation is we're lucky that we got one that's a 0 and not a -1. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying right now, since you guys are tied, if you have to make another skill check later on, then the chances of you having either a 0 or a 1 are better than Bird's. So I think that while it's a tie, we should probably have Sarah do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's good logic. Here we go. Arcana.
And don't forget your inspiration. Oh my god, let's go!
There we go. We made the right choices here.
Okay. You run to the panel and just start pressing buttons. You're not even sure what these runes mean. They're unlike any language you've ever seen before, Bird. But something in you understands what needs to happen. And you just trust that intuition as the rest of you feel the humming in the room begin to die down and the doors open back up. That is another successful check. I am blown
Oh
away
my
by how
God.
well you guys are doing, actually.
What the heck? Oh, man.
That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna turn to the dude who like does all the research. What is his name?
Rick.
Ezric.
I'm gonna turn to Ezric and be like, "You said that this was gonna be hard."
Oh my God.
I-
Please.
That's
I
just
thought
like
it would
pushing
be.
buttons and shit.
But you are obviously well worth the amount that my aunt is paying you. Thank you all for making this as easy as it has been. Please, let's keep going. We're close.
Oh boy. Aside from getting electrocuted, it's going swimmingly.
Yeah, or I was like, yeah, this is easy for you guys.
All right. To set the scene here, because I know it's all kind of gone by
Pinto,
pretty
that's
quickly.
not nice.
It's been about 6 hours of scavenging
Oh.
through the ruins at this point. There's a lot of time in between these events, as well as all of it just takes time. As you're going through this next larger hallway, you reach a dead end,
With my
and
luck, I
Ezra
probably
goes,
will.
"Oh no." That's not supposed to be there.
Let me guess, another moving room.
No, actually, this is supposed to be just a normal hallway. Large pieces of scrap metal and loose wires seem to have caved in this section.
Hmm.
You have your choice. You can either attempt an athletics check to attempt to move things out of the way safely and successfully in order to reopen this path, or you can attempt to go around using the maps, find a new path to your destination.
Would that be like an insight check?
That would not be an insight check. Ezric informs you all that the reason this path is so important is because there are, or at least according to his father's notes, there are large hives of monsters on all of the other paths. This was the only safe path. So, you can either make an athletics check in an attempt to get through this section, or you can go around. If you go around, you will not have to make a check, but you will have to pass a gauntlet of encounters.
Gross.
Hmm. So, I have a question about scavenging in ruins in general. So you said we've been down here for about 6 hours. Are we leaving ourselves enough time to get out again? Once we or wait, how long do we plan on spending in here? Like how many hours of the day?
Typical adventuring day is gonna be like 12 hours.
Okay. Because if it's been 6 hours and we're still in here, then wouldn't it stand to reason it would take us 6 hours to get back out again before it got dark?
Yes and no. A lot of the time is being spent clearing the way, and you have to move slowly so you can constantly check for traps.
Oh,
If
gotcha.
you go back the way you came, instead of a 2-hour journey, it's a 1 hour on the return.
Gotcha, okay. So it would be 3 hours then if we left right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. That makes sense. All right. Well, Taryn, I think this one is up to you.
I mean, it is up to me, but I'm thinking the athletics check is probably going to be the safest bet.
Yeah. Well, we don't know the consequences for failure, but
Would you possibly like to use a point of inspiration?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh.
god damn it, chat. Fucking dicks. Jinxing the shit out of me.
Yeah, I hope
Okay.
you roll a 2.
Wasn't quite a 2, but it was still pretty bad. It was still pretty bad.
Yeah. Twice. That's pretty bad twice.
Lucian, you sort of are masterminding, which large chunks of metal to remove when, as you kind of are ordering everybody else around, putting some elbow grease in yourself. You eventually clear a small hole all the way through this passing. And as you all begin to squeeze through it to get to the other side, you feel the area above you shift and groan.
Oh.
And with a loud snap, some piece of metal that was holding up all of this debris breaks.
Oh no.
You have failed a check.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Indeed. Okay, so what I'm going to need from everybody is strength saving throws as the walls and ceiling press in on you as all of this debris attempts to come down right on you.
Okay. Strength saving throws. Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Oh god.
Oh, of course.
Bird.
Yes. What must bird do?
Strength saving
Make
throw.
a strength
Oh,
save
sorry.
for me.
I'm so sorry. Strength. Oh boy.
Oh no.
If
Okay.
Okay.
So will our rolls affect the entire party? Or are they all, I mean, I know, are they all individual rolls? So I guess.
So the group check was already failed, and now
Okay.
at this point you are rolling to see how bad the damage is.
Uh-huh.
So even if you use your inspiration to roll again and possibly negate the damage coming your way, it would not save the others.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, that's rough. That's really rough.
All right, James and Dames
Chat's
will
being vicious
succeed.
right now too.
Well, they're probably just, calling out what you deserve.
Yeah, hope you perish and the rest of the group lives long and prosperous.
You'll be lucky for that at this point. James and Dames will succeed the check, taking half damage of 10. Everybody else has failed this check and will take 20 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Aura was hanging on at 1 HP.
Both Ezric and Bird are unconscious.
Okay.
Lucian, what are you at?
I'm at 4.
Very nice. Okay, you are still conscious. Good for you. All right. You are being pressed in from debris from every direction, and 2 of your party have been knocked down completely, and you see the life beginning to get squeezed out of them by this large debris. Any of you can attempt to make an athletics check to clear the path back, or to lift the debris off one of the down people. But you can only make 1 check per turn, and we are in a form of initiative.
Okay.
I could just heal them.
You could just heal them. That is true. That being said, I'm going to have Lucian go first. What do you want to do, Lucian?
Fucking heal, bitches.
What's Prayer of Healing do?
It's fucking beautiful is what it is. It's 2d8
Oh my
plus
God.
4, and it's 6 creatures of my choice that I can see within range.
I hate to be that guy, but did you look at the casting time?
Oh, fuck.
Oh
No.
no.
That is a very
Oh, thanks
powerful
for the
spell for
follow.
level 2 because it's out of combat use.
Never mind, I can't
And while we're
heal.
not in
Fuck.
combat, I
Dang.
certainly don't think that you have a luxury 10 minutes to cast this.
I wish I did. Dang it. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Okay. Do you have something faster?
I mean, Cure Wounds is touch, and that's really all I got. So I guess I'm
Well, you have a good berry. But
do.
that also requires you to be next to somebody.
I don't have mage hands. Um,
I would let you roll a random d20 just for luck to see if you happen to be in touchable distance to either Ezric or Bird. Your choice.
I'm not.
That's a no. You are completely separated from them. You don't even have line of sight.
Oh my gosh.
Well, God, I'm very glad that Prayer of Healing is not an instant cast. They would miss out.
Yeah, I guess I gotta do the athletics check because I got nothing else.
All right. Now, cave-ins are tricky. If you fail an athletics check by too much, you will make it worse, and everybody will have to save versus extra damage.
I'm gonna
Which
hold
will
my
make
turn.
us die.
I'm just gonna hold my turn.
All right. You are holding your
That's
turn.
what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna hold my turn.
Oro, will you go
Technically-
ahead and take your turn?
Okay, am I within touching distance of either Ezric or Bird?
No.
You do not have line of sight blocked, but no, you are not able to get like fully all the way up to them.
Okay. Well, I did save my inspiration point, and this seems like a... So you said it's a strength-based check, right? Or an athletics-based check, right?
Yes, it is an
Okay.
athletics check.
All right.
And you can either clear the way to one of the players or one of the people down, or clear the way out of this cave-in.
So you said we'll have to go back, like we're trying to clear the way back. Or are we clearing the way
Yes, you have
forward?
no idea. You could attempt to go forward, but you have no idea how far this cave-in goes.
Okay. Let's see. At this point, I think I'm going to attempt to do the athletics check to get to Bird. Here we go. Does a 10 work?
Which one were you trying to do?
I was trying to get to Bird to clear the path towards Bird. So that I
You
could
are
force
able
feed them
to
a good berry.
successfully clear the path towards Bird.
Okay.
That does take your action,
That's true. That does take
but
my
you
action.
are able to lift things and like kind of prop things against each other in a way that you have now cleared the way to Bird. You are within touching distance of Bird, and Bird, you no longer have the weight of everything pressing in on you.
Yay! But I'm unconscious, right?
Yes,
You
you're still
are
unconscious.
unconscious.
I haven't been able to force feed you a good berry yet.
All right. Bird, as you don't have everything pressing down on you, you do actually get to make a death save. Go ahead.
Ah. Ah.
If he hadn't cleared the way and released the like debris on top of you, this would have been an automatic failed save.
Oh, okay.
Whew.
That's
Yeah,
one
that's a
success. Good job.
Yay! Hi, Manny.
All right. James will be attempting an athletics check to clear the way to Ezric, who is down.
Oh no.
James manages to, as he's attempting to like push debris up, he just haphazardly launches it up, expecting it to like kind of just like stay up. And then as he starts to move, it all breaks back down, and you see a large pipe pierce straight through his arm.
Oh.
Oh, that's
James is restrained and takes an additional 20 damage. He looks very injured.
Oh god.
Ugh. Well, that was not intentional. All right, Dames. We'll see if he is close enough to Ezric. He is not. He will attempt to clear a way to Ezric. With a 14 plus his bonuses, he is able to successfully clear the way to Ezric. That being said, he has no action remaining in order to heal Ezric. It is now Ezric's turn. Ezric does not automatically fail this death save. However, he will have to make a death save.
I'll take a turn.
Ooh, that's right.
I guess I have to do an athletics check to do something to clear the path, I guess.
So, just like the way I'm running this, once a path is cleared to somebody, you are able to kind of follow in that path and reach them. So you do not have to make an additional check to reach Ezric.
Oh, well. Then, yeah, I'm going to heal him.
Go for it. Ezric is up. He gasps. Oh my god. I saw the light flash before my eyes. And we're still buried. Oh god. Okay. That's not good. Dames will look at you and give an appreciative nod. Well done, Lucian. Is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
Nice. The guy we're supposed to kill is alive.
Are we killing him or not? Because I can only...
Well, no, I'm just saying that's our mission. Honestly, I really don't care.
You guys. All right. Ezric is going to hold his turn. He doesn't consider himself strong enough to be super helpful at this kind of thing.
Okay. So does that come
All
back
right.
around to
With
Lucian?
that, we're back to the top of the round with Lucian.
Oh, it's my turn again.
It is your turn again.
I guess cure wounds on bird.
All right.
Is that a spell slot?
Yeah.
Well. Okay.
We don't have another really choice here.
Well,
7.
You do have
I'm-
good berries.
yeah,
which
I have a
are
good berry,
automatic
and I'm
healing.
within touching distance of her.
Never mind. Disregard, please.
Okay.
I will allow you to disregard that as we have not gone past it.
Okay. Yeah. We'll etch a sketch that.
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
Would you like to feed her one of the good berries you have on your person? Everybody
Yeah.
has 2, I believe.
Yeah, I wanna shove a good berry down her throat. His throat.
Him, his.
Yes, it's a he. You
His, her.
successfully like pop the good berry in, kind of force her to chew and swallow.
That's right.
You heal 1 HP, Master of Rainbows, and luckily 1 HP is full HP. Bird is awake.
Yay!
1 HP is full HP per bird. That's savage as fuck, though.
What? What's savage?
1 HP is full HP is a running joke that a lot of my D&D friends have because there's effectively no difference.
Oh, because Bird doesn't have a lot of HP, so 1 HP is like basically 10% of his HP.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
All right, Oro, it is your turn.
Okay. Now that Bird is awake and able to move again, you said we have no idea how long or how much further forward we would need to go in order to
Yes.
actually get past the cave in. So I think that in order to secure life and limb for everybody, we need to get James unrestrained and bug out the way we came and call the cave in a
That is
lost cause.
correct. You can make an athletics check to to get James unrestrained, or you can make an athletics check to clear the way back. Which would you like to make?
Which is
Um,
closer, getting out or going forward or going back?
We
You
don't
don't
know
know
how much
how
further
far
going
forward it would go.
So going back, clearing a way back would only require one successful athletics check.
Yes.
Okay.
If we
Going
go
forward will require an unknown amount.
All right.
if we go back, like I don't think we're ready to. I don't think we have the ability to go through a gauntlet of encounters.
I don't either, which is why I'm glad we've only used one of our potential days.
That's true. We do have 2 more days.
Because we've passed a number of checks, and Aiden did say that we have time. Time is something we don't have a lot of, but in this situation, we have enough considering we're all dying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to attempt an athletics check. So, okay, you said that James is restrained, which means that he can't make any more athletics checks to try to move us out, right?
So, due to the restrained condition, his speed is effectively 0, and he'll have disadvantage on his athletics checks. He can still make it a check to try and free himself,
Okay.
but it will be at disadvantage.
All right. If he were to try to free himself and fail, would he risk worsening the cave in?
Any athletics check that gets too low of a number, I won't tell you what the low DC is, but if you roll too low, it will worsen the cave in either for yourself or for everyone.
Okay. Well, we still have a few more people who can make moves on this turn, and I guess it's equally dangerous no matter what. Although if I were to clear a spot out, that would allow more people to get to safety, whereas if I were to try to get James free, then I would risk
You'd
the
all
cave
still
in
be
getting
stuck.
worse. And if he didn't, even if he didn't get free, or even if he did get free, we would also be trapped. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attempt to clear the way back and put James
All right.
on the back burner for now. Here we go. Athletics.
Ezric will take his held turn
Oh,
and use the help action to give you advantage. Will you roll again for me?
yes, absolutely.
Very well done. All right, that is a successful check on clearing the way back. You guys are able to move all of the rubble to the side, balance it to a certain degree that a path is holding up all the way out as you squeeze through the rubble, beaten and bloodied. You and Ezric are successfully outside of the cave-in at this point.
Okay.
Is that where you'd like to end your turn, or would you like to go back in with your remaining movement?
I would like to stay out for now, and then at the beginning of my next turn, I have my full movement and action. So I will, since I don't, even if I were to go back in, if the cave-in gets worse for everybody, then I risk dying. But right now, I'm safe. So even if something bad happens, I won't die, and I can still do something about other people dying. So if I'm in there,
Phenomenal.
How survivalist of you.
No, it's a very smart play.
If I'm alive,
Bird, that makes it your turn.
Is it whose turn?
Bird.
Oh yeah.
So there's a way open now.
Yes, there's a way out. You don't have to make any checks. You can just leave the cave in. Or you could attempt to free James, who has been restrained.
Bird's gonna try to save.
Bird, you should leave.
Oh wait. Well, are you guys gonna try to?
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
going to try. Right now, I'm safe. So I need, you know how they say on airplanes, help yourself before helping others?
Yeah. So I guess Bird will just like be on standby, but like leave,
Okay.
but still be close
You
in
got
case
it.
help is needed.
Hang on, here's an idea. You can heal from a distance, can't you?
I think I can. Wait, let me check. Which? Oh gosh, which one of my? Oh, healing hands. I
Healing
have to
hands requires touch.
that one. My
Cure
other
wounds will also require touch. Unless you have healing word, you cannot heal at a range.
Oh, no, I don't believe
Okay.
At you.
Well,
Okay, never mind then. Because I feel like if, well, hang on. If we can still get to, oh yeah, no, not worth it. Not worth it. Just leave.
okay. I will leave.
It's more important to have more
Okay.
bodies in a safe place that can
Facts.
potentially help James.
Definitely factual.
In fact,
All
I'm
right.
considering just
That
telling.
makes it James' turn.
we
He's
yell
going to
at
hold his
James?
turn just in
Okay,
case
yeah.
somebody manages to free him. Dames is going to walk up and like grab the pipe with his hands and attempt to wrench it out.
Nice. That's a good case scenario. That's not a good case scenario. Now we've got two dwarves with pipes.
Uh-huh. James grunts in pain, and it looks like the pipe is about to come loose as James takes a little extra damage. James is now very close to being unconscious. On a scale of 1 to 67, we're talking like a 1.
Oh,
How oddly specific you are.
I know. As you suddenly see the pipe move and unleash a whole section of debris and sharp metal right above Dames. Dames will be taking 15 points of damage.
Yo, this
Dames-
metal shrapnel is no joke.
I know. Dames is unconscious at this point.
Fuck.
Was anybody else in the Taryn, you are still in the
I am still in.
danger zone,
I'm
as it
still
were.
inside.
Would you make me a strength saving throw, sir?
Oh shit.
no! No!
Lucian,
I give my inspiration to Taryn. I can't have 3 people dying.
all right. If you would like to, Taryn can take that inspiration to roll again.
Oh god. Oh. It went much better.
You see, the like various like pieces of the area around you start to like move and shift, and you grab the correct area that you would guess would hold it all together, and you press as hard as you can to save your life.
It's not much.
And you hold it all together as eventually the shifting of this cave-in stops for a moment and you are once again safe.
Terrifying.
Good job.
Jesus.
Ezric's turn, as he is outside the cave-in, he will say, "Is everyone okay?" and hold his turn.
No. No, we are not.
No! No, I am not! Dames is down.
Is he at
I'm
least
starting to think
out of the pipe?
I might not make it. What was that?
Is he out of the pipe?
No. It was a failed check on removing the pipe. The pipe is still in James. Dames is unconscious next to him, bleeding out.
Fucking Christ.
With that, it is the top of the round. Lucian, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go try and give a good berry to Dane. Or actually, could I do a medicine check to remove the pipe?
It would not be a medicine check to remove the pipe. It would be a medicine check to stabilize James if you would want to spend your action that way. Although a good berry would automatically do that as well as,
Yeah, a
you
good
know,
berry
bring
is
him
more
calm.
effective to fix James. I'm just trying to remove the pipe
who's
without
down? Is it
causing more
James or
damage.
If this were just like a pipe in his arm just randomly, then yes, it would be a medicine check to remove it without hurting him more. However, you are not just removing the pipe, you're removing the pipe in a way that doesn't cause more cave-ins, and you have to like literally lift up chunks of the wall with the pipe.
Of course. All right.
It's
Yeah, I'm gonna
it's
give
more athletic than it is attempting to be medically precise.
James a good berry. I'm gonna attempt to get out of the pile.
Okay, hold on.
James
is the
or
one
James?
that's...
James is the one bleeding out.
Yeah, Dames.
Okay.
Okay. Dames has been brought to 1 HP, and you are now out of the cave-in. Congratulations.
Oh boy.
Oro.
Okay. So Dames is still it is up now,
Mm-hmm.
and we have James in there.
Yes.
Okay. So, from my experience so far, since I do not have an inspiration anymore, I think that the best option for me is to go back inside and hold my turn so that I can then help Dames when Dames makes an athletics check so that he makes it with advantage.
It's a solid play. Is that what you would like to do?
Yes, I'm going to do that.
All right. You are now back in the ruins. Here's hoping that this works to your advantage, sir.
Yes. So I'm
Going
hold my
down the
turn
line,
until
Bird.
Dames goes.
Bird, it is your turn. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Is there anything I can do?
Not
Do anything you want.
really at the moment. There's nothing that I can think of that would be super beneficial.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Me neither.
You could hold your turn and
The
wait for an
trademark
opportunity,
spell
though.
was Grease. And it was useless here.
I will hold my turn.
Okay.
Okay. Good choices. It is James' turn. James will hold his turn. It is Dame's turn. Dames will use half his movement to stand up and then attempt
I will
an
use,
athletics check to free James.
and my action will be to give him the help action. Or give him advantage.
You succeed. Here we go. With advantage.
Come on. Yo!
Well, that's
Double net 20. We were due. We were due.
You don't.
All right. With a double net 20, that's going to be the end of this encounter. Dames is able to remove the pipe with Oro's expert help. And then they grab James, one arm slung across each shoulder, and slowly move through the wreckage, eventually exiting the other side safely. You have all survived this cave-in.
Oro's just gonna collapse onto his belly. Just breathing heavily. Oh god.
All right. And with that, as you all sort of lick your wounds, the path is still blocked, and the only way around is riddled with monsters.
So
what do you do?
So first, I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
You
Okay.
have the time now. Go ahead.
Alright, 17 HP to everybody.
So everyone heals for 17 hit points.
Whoa!
So since that's more than
You just go to your hit point maximum. You don't heal above it. But still, that's a huge,
that's
huge win in the right direction. Good job.
Jeez. Okay, so also let's do a good berry count. I used one. Terran used one.
I used 2.
You used 2? Oh, right. You used one on. Well, you used one on Dames.
and one on Ezric, I believe.
Did you use a good berry on Ezric?
I believe
No,
so.
you used Cure Wounds on Ezric.
He started to use Cure Wounds on Ezric and
And we
then
used the
changed his
berry.
mind.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. All right. I'm just making sure. Because I know that I used one on Bird.
3 were used total.
Okay, gotcha.
If you want to change their distribution at this point, you may.
I say we spend the rest of our day working on this cave-in and see if we can make any progress without moving past it. So,
What do you suggest?
so basically
So
perform the athletic
essentially-
checks to try and stabilize the area and work on it for 3 hours, or not, yeah, for about 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then leaving.
Not a bad plan, admittedly. It will take probably that full time, but you do have a chance of being able to clear this out a good way. That being said, let's have everybody go ahead and take 5.
Okay.
All right, see you guys in a sec.
Okay, I'll be back.
I'm super impressed that you guys managed to like get everybody out safely though. As a group, your ability to get out of trouble is very strong.
Out of, into, same difference, right?
Well, first you have to get into in order to get out of. They're all connected.
Oh shit. Keep pushing the wrong button. Still waiting on Jared.
Yeah, seems like it.
Any experience points?
There will be experience. However, the experience for all of the trials you overcame is given either when you return for the night or when you get to your destination.
Got it.
Because I'm trying a fun thing here where the more things that you do in a row, the more experience everything is worth.
I mean, that's really claiming the luck skill here that we don't. That I mean, some of us don't have.
Honestly, with the DC of like all of these skill checks, the fact that you made it to skill check 4 before dealing with one of the like super bad detriments, like this cave-in, is honestly a little miraculous.
Oh goody.
Okay, I am back.
Oh goody.
Welcome back.
Oh, is everybody here?
I think Sarah's still gone though.
Oh, okay.
Me and Taryn were just talking about how experience for this run is being calculated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am
Which
back.
is to say- Nice. Just because I told Taryn, you guys should know, experience for all of the things that you've done will be awarded either when you reach the destination or when you return to Lost Way for the night.
Okay.
Because
It'll be
every encounter is worth more the more encounters you did that day.
Hi, Manny.
Okay. We're all back. Let's go ahead and return to the game. So,
Okay.
you all just cleared your way out of this just absolutely horrific cave-in. The ceiling above you is non-existent, and it just seems metal and shrapnel continue to fall down almost endlessly. Now, a plan was thrown out there of attempting to just like slowly but surely remove pieces of the cave-in until there's just not a cave-in issue anymore. Clear out as much of it as you possibly can before returning for the night. What do you think about that?
I mean, I'm as the one that pitched it. I'm definitely gonna say, we still have 2 days after this. Getting through this part safely is gonna be pretty important in the future, because we have to get back through it. So taking the time today to clear as much as we can could make a huge difference tomorrow.
I agree.
Yeah. Good point.
Who has the highest strength? I have a +1.
I
Well, I have a +1 on strength, but my athletics is checked, so I have +3 on that.
Okay, so you'll make the check for this.
Okay.
All right. So we're doing a group check not to subvert this encounter, but to lower the DC for next time.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and make me an athletics check, Oro.
Whoops. I forgot to turn that back to normal.
That is okay. All right. You are successful in your check. It takes about 3 hours, but you are able to sort of slowly, methodically remove enough and set things up for next time that you've got a decent chance of being able to clear this away next time when you come back.
Outstanding.
All right. And with that, you have just enough time, if you guys hightail it out of here, to make it all the way back up and to your ride before nightfall. Would you like to do that, or would you like to spend the night in the ruins? You can just camp out here if you really wanted to.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Lament said that even he wasn't stupid enough to stay the night in the ruins. So,
Yeah, it seems a very poor decision.
so I think we're gonna go to town.
Yeah.
Town
All
seems
right.
smart.
There are no
We've made
checks
enough
needed
dumb
on the
decisions
return.
today. We can make a smart one.
There are no checks needed on the return trip. You are able to remember where all the traps were and scale through everything without any further issues. As you are going back in, as you're back on the surface and leaving your obelisk, you notice that the number of scavengers is frankly insane. Almost everybody's kind of leaving for the day, but there's hundreds of people there at the ruins today. Way more than a normal day, which Jared would know.
Mm-hmm.
Seems the wyvern scared him away.
Oh yeah, that could be. But now that it's finally safe, the people who were avoiding it are coming out to see what they can see. Well,
I would allow if you wanna get the official reason, you can make an insight check, or you can attempt a charisma based check to talk to somebody.
okay.
Lucian, as all of these people all around you are sort of making their way back, you realize that all of them have backpacks or sacks just filled with looted pieces. And that's when you remember Lament yesterday, who had gone on a total killing spree, killing all of the biggest, baddest monsters. But when he returned back to his skip with you guys, he wasn't carrying anything. It's like the man was just looking for a good fight and didn't bother to loot at all.
Bruh.
I mean, when you're that strong, I'm sure he got paid to just go and murder things. Like the murder hobo he probably is.
Mm-hmm. You get the feel, Lucian, that a lot of scavengers in this city make a habit of just going the day after little Lament goes.
Little Lament.
Sorry, but the little was a Lament is his name.
Of scavenger. It's just scavenging.
I mean, that makes sense. Makes plenty of sense to me.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now you know. You guys make it back to your skiff. Your caster greets you, kind of looks at you and says, "Bad haul for the day? You don't seem to be carrying much back with you."
We got everybody in our party out. I'd say that's a pretty good haul.
I see. Well, at least there's that.
How much
Live
is
to
scrap?
scavenge another day. What's up?
How much is scrap worth?
It depends on the quality of the scrap that you get. A lot of the like stuff that's actually worth money isn't just like metal. It's remnants of ancient technology or magical trinkets that you're really looking for.
Yeah, I'm talking scrap metal because we didn't come across really anything.
Well, we didn't spend that much time looking for stuff either.
You guys did not do a lot of looting on your way. You were moving further and deeper than most people would ever go, so you didn't have time to really like search the rooms you were in for loot.
I just have this terrible feeling in order to get what we want, we're going to have to spend the night in the damn dungeon.
Well, considering that we have a mass healing spell at our disposal, I'm not as worried.
Mm-hmm. As long as you don't need it in combat, prayer of healing is phenomenally good for its level.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's great.
It's like
All
a
right.
short rest on a 10-minute switch.
With that, you guys are back in Lost Way. I'm going to need a survival check, and I don't care who makes it.
Oh. May I? Here we go.
All right. As you're walking, the hairs on the back of Oro's neck begin to prick up. You're in Lost Way at this point, just going, kind of strolling through the streets. Someone's watching you, Oro. In fact, you get the sense that there's a whole group of people watching you. Multiple eyes from every angle.
Every angle, including in front of us.
That's what it feels like.
Okay. And are we still with Ezric, James, and Dave?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I'm gonna let the group know that we may. So just be wary because I think we may have been targeted, and to keep your eyes open.
James and James will nod. Ezric will just immediately start like turning his head on a swivel, trying to see what you're seeing. I don't see anyone. Where? Point at him.
He's so
You want
innocent.
Master of subtlety.
That's right. Keep your eyes open.
All right. As you continue forward, there seems to be like some maintenance on one of the roads, as the main road back to your hotel is blocked. You'll have to go sort of on this other street. Would you like to go on the other street?
No.
What are we just gonna wait for this construction?
What kind of construction is it?
They actually do you ask them that?
Yeah.
Ooh, just fixing some holes in the road. Got a bit too bumpy there, so just gotta straighten it out, as it were. It shouldn't take but a couple of hours, but the side street's open if you want to take the way.
Right. Right.
A bumpy road. Bumpy road.
Can I tell if he's lying?
You could make an insight check to attempt that.
Fuck.
He doesn't seem particularly helpful, but you can't tell if he's being outright deceitful.
Can I do a check? Wait, insights. Oh, my insight's 0. I probably won't have much more luck.
The check has already been made.
Okay.
In this instance.
Unfortunately,
If you wanted to attempt a different kind of check, like persuading him to let you through, things like that, you could do that.
Ooh, that's something that I can actually do.
Go for it.
Okay, so I am going to persuade him and be like, we're really in a hurry and we can't really take a detour right now because we are in a hurry, but if you let us through, I will give you a free meal at my parents' ramen shop.
Oh.
Well, that's. I
Bribery?
mean, I'll always accept free food, but where's the Roman shop?
It's in. Wait, it's in Deepwater? Oh my gosh, I forgot where
Bellwater.
I'm at.
Bellwater.
Bellwater. You're
It's
from
in
Bellwater.
Bellwater.
Go ahead and make me another persuasion check.
Whoop. Oh, darn it. Sorry, I'm wearing gloves because I put Vaseline on my hands because they're like really dry and cracking.
Wow.
All right. So, since you are offering something in another city, it is like 2 weeks away, I did give you disadvantage on this check. But looks like that's still a 15.
Cool. Maybe he's coming to visit Bellwater sometime.
Uh-huh. He will be rolling insight, so let's see how lucky I am.
Not.
Oh no.
Not. Oh, I've actually got some construction work up in Bellwater, I think. Yes, that could work. I want a receipt though. Could you write it down?
Yeah, totally.
All right. He takes the receipt and says, "All right, now tread carefully. Don't get in anyone's way, and don't tell you I told you this, but there weren't really any big holes on this road, so it's probably some kind of trap somebody was setting. Best to go quickly."
Thank you.
Fucking
You're very welcome.
bird.
All right. Bird gets you guys passage through the construction zone. It does look like they are actually like mending the road, but what he said was true. Like none of the like bumps in the road were big enough to warrant this big of a like closing off of the street.
Mm-hmm.
You make it to your hotel safely. Is there anything anybody would like to do before
still
getting a good
feel-
night's rest?
Do I still feel eyes on us, or after we get past the construction zone, or
Once you're a good ways in the construction zone, the hairs on the back of your neck lay back down.
okay? Well, cool.
I don't think that guy's ever gonna make it to see your parents' ramen shop, Bird.
What?
I'm pretty sure you just like sealed that man's fate.
Wait, but why won't he be at the ramen shop?
well,
I'm just gonna guess here, but the people that set up that trap are probably gonna end his life.
Oh. That's not good.
It's perfectly good.
Well,
it's great.
that's
It's fine. It's better him than us. Or nothing could happen. I don't know. I just
or everything could be fine.
yeah.
I hope everything will be fine.
Don't we all?
The lies that make you happy.
Well, Oro doesn't really need to do anything, I don't think.
Perfect. Does anybody have anything that they wanted to do before getting the benefits of a long rest?
No. I'm gonna wait until Oro's asleep though, so I can cuddle with the fluffy bunny again.
God.
Uh-huh. All right. You succeed in cuddling, and you all gain the benefits of a long rest. With the benefits of that long rest, I'm going to give you all your experience for that day of adventuring.
Okay.
The experience starts at 25, and then for every successful leg of the journey you made in a single day, it's doubled.
Ooh.
So you made 3 successful sets out of 5, which means that it goes 25, 50, 100 experience for each leg of the journey, which means that you got 300 total.
Nice.
That's 870. And that's a level.
That is in fact a level. If you would like to take the moment to do a quick level, go for it. Luckily, the level 4 bonuses are usually pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
The most complicated it'll be is just our spellcasters.
Okay, character Mancer.
I don't know why, but the character Mancer just thinks that the average for Ranger is 6. That the average HP for
You can increase 2 of your abilities
That's what the base
by
is,
1,
but
or 1 of your abilities by 2. Hmm.
indeed, a lot of people would use this opportunity to get your charisma to the next even number. Keep in mind, you can also forego that bonus in order to get a feat, but feats are pretty complicated. So I would recommend, if you don't have
Yeah,
a feat in mind, going for the
I'm
stat
going with
boost.
charisma.
Excellent.
I only have one odd numbered stat.
Well, you can get a +2 to 1 stat.
I know.
So
You do a 20 charisma.
if that's what you really want, I feel like most people in your position would go for the wisdom.
Yeah. Ooh. Again. I don't know how many spells I get. You get another cantrip, though.
As does Bird. As does Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Jared, how's yours looking? What did you decide to do with your level?
well, since I can't just put one in, I was thinking about taking a feat because you were talking about the that other feat that you could get that gives dark vision, but I don't know what the requirements are for that, like the prerequisites.
It's a feat in Tasha's. There's no prerequisites that limit you, so you could just grab it if you wanted.
So I
It's
wouldn't see
not.
it
It wouldn't
on
be in
this
the
list.
Character Mancer though, because I don't
okay.
own that book through Roll20.
Oh, okay.
Another great feat for your build would be the dual wielding feat if you wanted to move on from light only weapons.
Mm-hmm.
But that is entirely up to you.
Well, right now I don't exactly have the funds to acquire rapiers, which would be the only real option for increasing my damage.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So even if I were to take dual wield, I wouldn't be able to feel the benefits of it until I've gotten paid. And to that end, I mean, I think that stat wise, I'm pretty well off. I could
would agree.
go for the +1 to dexterity to make it an even 20 for the +5, but then that would leave me with either increasing my intelligence up to a +3 or boosting one of my other even numbered stats. Which, if I was going to do anything, it'd probably be strength. So, but just from a character standpoint, I also really like the idea of having night vision on my goggles because I love beefing out these goggles. This is like my favorite thing. So, but I haven't really spent. I don't know what the what did you say the feat was called? Eldritch something.
So the feat is, I believe, Eldritch Adept.
Eldritch Adept. Okay.
Yes. I will copy and paste it from Tasha's and just put it into the Roll20 chat.
From the Warlock class. Oh, I see. The Eldritch has a prerequisite. You can choose that invocation only if you're a Warlock. Only if you need prerequisite. Oh, I see. So I can just choose one of. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. And one of the like most popular invocations to grab with that in Warlock is the Devil's Sight invocation.
Wow, that's really awesome.
It allows you to not only see through darkness, but magical darkness as well.
Man, that is really good. And the way that we're gaining experience, and you did say that at the beginning of this campaign that it wasn't going to be like a long and grueling process to level 20. So I probably won't be waiting an obscene amount of time before I have another opportunity to increase my ability scores if I want. But I think that Devil's Sight will be incredibly useful. And then we won't need dancing lights. We'll all be able to see in the dark.
Mhm.
And now, an invocation, is this just a passive? Like,
That is a passive, yes.
okay.
Now, as far as like giving you some flavor for this, we could say that in this excursion into the ruins, you did actually stumble upon something, like a little microchip
Mm-hmm.
with eldritch runes are marked across it beyond your understanding, and you grabbed it, and now that you're like back in the room, you decided to, why not, give it a shot, and you plugged it into your glasses.
That makes total sense, considering one of my character traits is to just fiddle with random objects. So,
Mhm.
that sounds awesome. I think I will do Devil's Sight. I'll do the Eldritch Adept. And then do I just like manually input Devil's Sight into my character sheet?
That's what I would do, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Although Devil's Sight would be in the compendium, I believe.
Well, let me see.
Yeah, under other options and features, Devil's Sight.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and
Drag and drop.
yeah, I'll just drag and drop, and I will manually increase my XP, or not my XP, my HP. Let's just cancel this card and exit. Okay, so is there a way that I can get rid of the Character Mancer level up thing on the side there without actually leveling up via the Character Mancer? Like how the little icon pops up?
Let me see if I can adjust it in your settings. Because I personally I don't usually go with the Character Mancer.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to go grab my charger because my battery is dying. Okay.
No worries.
I think. Let's see. I'm thinking about going with Ice Knife.
That's a fun choice.
There's so many to choose from. It's so hard.
I know it.
I picked up Healing Word.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Ranged healing is very efficient. I would say one great thing about Ice Knife is that it will provide you guys with some area of effect, like damage possibilities,
Yeah, I picked one
which
of
can
those
really
up too.
help improve battles.
Cool.
Word of Radiance.
Woohoo! My hit point maximum is 14 now.
Nice.
Going up a little bit every time.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you increase your HP, do you roll it and then add your Constitution modifier? Or you can take the average and then do your Constitution modifier? Or is it no Constitution level up?
So when you level up for HP, you can your hit die is a D10, right? As a
Yeah.
ranger, or is
Uh-huh.
it a D?
It's D10.
All right, then you can either take a 6 as the average, or you can roll it. Either way, you add your con mod to that number.
Okay.
So your HP is supposed to either go up by 9 if you take the average, or 1d10 plus 3 if you roll it.
I'll just take the 9 and go up to 40.
Good man.
It's the first time I've ever actually. That might not be true because I think Ezekiel had a higher HP than everybody else in the party, but this is the first time in a long time that I've had an HP total that's higher than the other people in the party. Boreal was so squishy.
an albatross was so tanky.
Yes.
All right. Well done, well done. And I think I was successfully able to get rid of the character mancer thing
Oh, okay.
on your corner there.
Yes. You were.
Perfect. All right. And go ahead and let me know when everybody is done with their leveling.
Oh, I'm ready.
done. It's
I'm done
also
as well.
snowing a lot more now.
I'm so jealous.
There's a lot of snow coming down, which is like, it's fun, but also my cat is sick again, and
Oof.
I might need to take him to the vet, and I don't feel comfortable driving in the snow because this car isn't even mine.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a predicament.
It'll be fine.
Hopefully. So like, he gets really bad at nighttime where he's just so congested, and I feel just so bad, and he just meows at me like, help me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. It's really sad and frustrating, and his vet is open tomorrow, so hopefully his vet can take him in tomorrow. If need be, I can walk him there, but like, the cold air won't be good for his lungs.
Yeah.
But like, I also have a host of people who might be able to give me a ride there, who like are comfortable driving in the snow.
Well, here's hoping. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a predicament, but he should be okay until tomorrow.
Good. Good, good, good.
Let's hope we're okay
Well,
until
hopefully.
tomorrow.
All right, all right. Keep on leveling. Let me know when you guys are done. I'm going to go AFK for just a quick sec here, but I'll be right back.
Aren't we all done leveling?
Yeah.
I'll
You
level
are?
again
Okay.
if you
And we'll just continue. All right. Over the course of the night, you once again hear the sound of battling and fighting outside your windows. Seems more gang violence in the area. Is there anything any of you would like to do as you hear the sounds of that combat raging?
want.
I'm gonna squeeze my
No.
cuddle buddy harder. I can't help it. He's just so soft and fluffy.
All right, no, I don't do anything.
The fact that
Okay.
you put up with this is amazing.
That next morning, you guys meet Ezric, James, and Dames for breakfast. Breakfast goes well. The food is phenomenal. So that's always good. The waiter at breakfast is the same man as before, who Jared recognized as one of the people fighting outside the night before. This time, he looks noticeably worse for wear. Like, he's got like a couple of like cuts and bruises on like the like little pieces of his body that is like not covered up. He attempts to like hide most of them, but it's still pretty like plain to see that this man has been in a couple fights recently. Is there anything else that I can get for you?
No, I think I'm fine.
All right. Let me know if you need anything. And with that, he walks away. Is there anything anyone would like to do before you guys head back out to the ruins?
No, I don't think so.
All right. You guys make your way over to the skiff docks. The same driver as before greets you. You notice there's a lot less of a hubbub or busyness around the docks today as opposed to yesterday. Yesterday, everything was bustling, and today, everything seems pretty dead.
Nice.
As you climb out onto the skiff and make your way, you see only one other skiff heading in the same direction as you. Who would like to make me a perception check?
Ooh, I can do that.
The person riding the skiff across the way from you guys seems to be propelling the skiff with the sheer force of punching the air.
Ooh.
Wonderful.
As you touch down all the way in the nearby ruins, Lament is getting off of his skiff next to you.
Well met, friend.
Looks like you've come to properly play this time. Try not to get in my way. Anything I'm fighting is mine and mine alone.
Yeah, not really interested in a fight for that.
He nods and begins to walk slowly towards the ruins.
Wait, what did you say to him, Taryn? I had to reconnect.
Oh, he said anything he fights is his, and I'm like, yeah, not really trying to fight you for that. You don't say. All right, down into the hole we go. It puts the lotion on its skin.
Checks that you have passed in a previous day have a lowered DC and will take only an hour of your day instead of 2.
Nice.
Oh, goody.
All right.
So do we want to
Would
take...
you like to make...
Do we want to take the cable again?
Do you want to take the cable again was going to be my first question.
That didn't go too great the first time.
It actually went really well the first time.
Did it?
Not for Oro, but for the party, it went pretty well.
I mean...
And honestly, like, considering the absorbed elements there, I mean, it worked. But, like Aiden said, lower DC, but there's still a risk.
Yes, but it does cut a significant amount of our time.
Because it would still take an hour to climb down.
So, in the hopes of preserving as much time, because we still have to deal with that cave-in.
You do.
And that's going to probably eat most of our time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my vote is in for rappelling down the electric cable.
Okay. And I'm okay with that as well. Worst case scenario, if we get another zap, same play as yesterday.
I heal better now.
That's true. That's true.
I have I got a +6 to healing, or +5. I think it's a +5. You're not
right.
You're not allowed to roll for us anymore. I just want you to know that.
It's not for you. It's for the cables, man. The cable's got a vengeance against you guys. Once again, as you are propelling down, a familiar thrum of energy lights up.
Oro's sitting there like, fuck, not again.
All right, I'm gonna cast Absorb
Once again,
Element.
it will be a flat 50 damage, and you can distribute as you wish.
All right.
James and Dames will be taking their in the mutual halves of their 50, so that Ezric doesn't have to take any.
I will take the 25 and half it with absorb elements. So I'm down to 1 spell slot for today.
We're making progress.
Yes,
And you have night vision now, so I don't have to use the orbs.
that's true.
I mean, that's a cantrip, but still.
Still, I'm
Technically, Jared has the best vision out of all of you now in the darkness.
Really?
up to 120 feet.
Yeah, that's
well,
what
the
Drow have.
biggest thing is Drow can see up to 120 feet, but it's still dark vision.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
still
it's
have
enhanced.
disadvantage on perception checks.
Really?
In darkness. Yeah, because dark vision doesn't give you the ability to see perfectly in darkness. It allows you to see in darkness as you would dim light, which has disadvantage on perception checks. Devil's Sight, which is what Jared has, allows you to see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120. So he negates that disadvantage penalty in addition to being able to see through magical darkness as well. But it cost him a feat, so...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But in this situation, I'd say gaining that benefit from leveling up, just because Oro is so strong stat-wise already, I didn't really need to put anything more in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was a good call.
Feats are going to be nice.
All right.
Can you guys
here we go.
heal me, please? Because I'm at 15 health now. I mean, like, I guess technically we don't have to if we want to save the spells, but because 1 HP is full HP and everything, and the spells could be more helpful later, but depends on if we run into combat or not. We're just gonna have to go into this knowing that Oro has been fried.
Well, I gotta heal you. Speaking of which, I need to heal him right now.
Cool, 25.
Nice. That's a respectable number.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all.
I mean, it's a 1d8 plus 5, so...
Pretty nice.
Pretty good.
All right. Let us tarry on.
Does Bird want to heal Oro?
I don't know. Does Bird want to heal Oro?
Bird. Shouldn't you, help the person that just ate all of our damage?
Bird!
Bird? Bird died.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Bird is dead.
Wait, no,
You know how in Monopoly, if you forget your turn, it just gets ignored?
She ignored up until Bird was dead, and then she was no longer ignoring us.
I'm sorry.
All that's happened is they're
got
wondering
sucked
if you
into my
wanted to throw a
phone.
healing spell at Oro.
Wait, what
just-
That's
happened?
okay.
I healed.
They
I
were wondering
healed
if you wanted to throw
Oro,
a healing spell at Oro before we moved on.
and you should do the same.
Okay, let's heal Oro. Oh, right. By the way, we did do a long rest, so I have my spells back.
Yes.
That is
Cool.
correct. Everybody resets everything.
Cool. Oh, and a level up, so we extra reset everything.
Yes.
You're coming back stronger than you left.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Stronger than Wait, what? Why did I just give myself 8? No, I don't have 8 slots. I have 4. Okay, let's heal Oro.
Thank you. That's 32.
Very nice.
That's one more than I had when I came in yesterday.
Hey. All right, looking
making
pretty good
progress.
health-wise. You guys make your way back. Down and down. The next check needed is a survival check. DC has been lowered.
Do you want me to make this one?
What is your
5.
check now? 5. Then we have the same, but I do get the +2 from my double proficiency bonus.
You do get the +2, but our experience from last time, I think you're gonna have I think it'll be easier for you to make some of these checks in the future.
Okay.
All right, Taryn, you have passed the DC. You guys are able to correctly navigate not only the hallways, but missing pieces of floor as well. As you continue onward, you enter a familiar room filled with loose wires. I will need a lower DC Arcana check to get the doors open
Oh, it's all bird.
without activating any wires.
Bird.
Oh, yes.
Arcana.
Make an
check.
Arcana check for me, Bird.
Okay. Da-da-da. Arcana.
Nice.
All right. You have passed the lower DC. You guys enter a familiar hallway blocked with large pieces of scrap metal.
Okay, we're setting up to try and get ourselves through the cave-in, or at least set it up to where we have an easier time with it.
Good call.
All right. So is that an athletics?
Yes.
That will be an athletics check for me.
Athletics coming right up. Well, well, well.
You lucky son of a bitch.
This is already going so much better.
All right. You guys are able to, using the extra leeway that you set up last time, fully clear and stabilize a path through this area.
Fantastic.
All right. As you're walking through the next series of hallways, I'm going to need a survival check.
We have now all gone.
Yes, so now
All of
it
us
all
have been-
resets, so
Mm-hmm.
do we want to have the same plan, Oro?
Sure. You can make the survival check, and then if I need to make another check later, then we can. Because I don't have anything at 0.
Yeah, I got all my intelligence-based stuff at 0. Uh, 23 for survival.
23 for survival. You mad lads. All right. I can't believe you got through all of that while only triggering one event. Okay. So, your keen sense of smell alerts you first to a sweet odor in the otherwise stale air that you've been experiencing. Lucian, you're the first to realize that a toxin lies thick in the air of this room.
Smell of almonds. I alert
It must
the party.
be. Okay. So, with this toxin, since you know about it ahead of time, you guys can cover your mouths, attempt to hold your breath, and run through the room. You will still have to make a Constitution save versus the poison, but you would have advantage, given that you were preparing for it.
Okay.
Or you can go around. Again, going around, the other paths have creatures. So
Yeah.
do you like to take the risk of poison or
I'll
take an encounter?
Yeah, I'll take the advantage on that. You guys?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take the advantage and run through with the Constitution.
So is it a con
Con
save?
saves with advantage all the way around.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. Taryn, all of these
gross.
traps are reminding me of how we're going like further and further underground. It's like we're going to the guild and Angel Beats. Oh wait, I forgot.
Birds
There's
still
a
looking
drop
from
on
you.
those lasers.
Constitution.
Yes, please.
Wait, we have advantage on that.
All right.
Oh, we have advantage?
You do.
Yes, you have advantage on that. So if you make another roll, we'll just take the bigger one.
Oh, okay. I'll just roll again.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. The DC for this Constitution check save was 15,
God damn it.
which
Oh,
means
That's
Ezric
me.
and Lucian are the only two to fail.
Ezric! No! Ezric, my buddy!
You know, I don't have a
Ah, horrible damage.
cure poison. 5d8. Jesus Christ.
You guys take 16 poison damage and will have the poisoned condition until you complete a short or long rest.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, I don't have a thing that'll cure statuses.
But you've made it through the room successfully, and you are now on the final leg. Extra excited. Oh, actually, hold on. Your boy Ezric has 15 HP. Ezric is unconscious in the room.
Drag him out. What?
Alright.
Chance of making a con thing.
I'll make another con save for each of them.
Oh no.
Why are they both going in there? Only one should be going in there.
It is too late. Dames is taking an additional 26 damage.
How long have we been in here? It's taken us half the amount of time that it normally would, right? So 3 hours? Since we've...
So,
Or 4 hours?
half the amount of time that it normally would for the checks that you had succeeded already.
Oh, okay. So it was 3 plus 2 for getting past the... whatever it is, the cave-in
Cave-in.
room.
Yeah.
And then another 2 to get to this one. So that's 7
You've
total?
been here for 7 hours total.
Okay. If we take a short rest to clear up the condition, the poison condition for everybody, then we'll heal a
Mhm.
little bit too. Do you guys think it's worth taking the time to clear the poison damage? I think it is.
I would agree.
Yeah.
All right.
So once we're on the other side, we
You
should definitely
guys,
get rest.
they successfully grab Ezric and pull him out. Ezric is in the process of bleeding out.
Good berry.
All right, -1 good berry from today's stock,
Okay.
and Ezric is awake. All right, you all take an hour. Go ahead and gain the benefits of a short rest. If you would like to spend hit die to heal, go ahead and do so. Keep in mind you roll the die, followed by adding your Constitution modifier.
Okay.
Or just click the hit die button.
Or just click the hit die button.
I'll hit for 8.
I'll heal for 6.
And you can, spend as many hit die as you want.
I'm very close to max HP. But
That's
I honestly,
fair.
I don't see us. I mean, I have 2 more.
Yeah, I'll use 2. That seems smart.
Sounds good, sounds good.
And Bird doesn't need to heal. And I haven't used anything that would be refreshed upon a short rest, so I'm good to go.
Excellent. James and Dames will also take some healing. I'm just going to give them the flat average of what they're supposed to be for ease. But they do also heal, just so you know.
Okay.
All right.
So after
The
that short
hour
rest,
rolls
we're down
past.
to 8 hours.
You've licked your wounds, healed up a little bit. You're ready for the final leg.
And nobody's poisoned.
As you enter this next room, James becomes inordinately excited as he pulls out the last of his maps and says, yes, it's just in this hallway up here. The secret room my father never figured out. He runs giddily through the hallways, taking the lead for the first time. You guys have never let him be in front before.
Oh God.
I wonder why.
Eventually,
This brings a trap.
he stops in front of what looks like just a normal wall. This is it, right here.
Okay,
What
what's
do
so
you do?
special about this wall?
Well, according to my maps, there should be a room behind it.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any sort of grooves or indentations on the wall that would suggest that it can be opened?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oops, that's not supposed to be with advantage.
That's okay, we'll just take the leftmost number anyway.
Okay.
With a dirty 20, you are able to see that although the wall at first appears to be this made of the same construction of metal the rest of the walls in this hallway are, there are some indentations. There are some places where it looks like the wall separates apart. It's not like in a straight line like you've seen before in the other openable doors, though. This one seems to be sealed at in a more jagged formation.
All right, I point out my findings to the group.
All right. At this point, I will need a successful investigation check to try and find anything to help you open this door. You could also attempt to blast your way through, dealing damage or dealing an athletics check. There's lots of ways in, but what do you want to do?
Well, I think going with the investigation check is probably the best first.
I concur with that.
Okay, I have investigation checked. So I have
Do
a
it.
4 in investigation. And since it is an intelligence-based check, that means that I normally would take the double proficiency bonus on that check since I'm in a desert. Since I'm in a ruin. So I'm going to go ahead and make the investigation, and this will come with a +6. So that's 15.
With a 15, you are able to find a little groove in the wall that your fingers fit. And as you press your fingers in and pull, that piece of the wall flips over and reveals a magical pad with symbols all over it, similar to the pad that Bird was able to open in the electricity-filled room before.
Oh
You
boy.
can open this door with a successful Arcana check.
I also have comprehend languages if that helps.
Give me 1 sec to look through the wording of that spell, just so I can correctly tell you whether or not that would be a strategic use or not. All right, so it does say you also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
That's not a problem.
This spell doesn't decode secret messages in a text or a glyph, such as an arcane sigil, that isn't part of a written language. Ooh, okay, that kind of toes the line of how I'm describing the ancient language with which all these runes are written. Because it is a lost language and is purely interpreted as arcane glyphs, the spell might work, but most people don't even bother to think trying.
Well,
if
we
you
can
want
try
to attempt it.
Like, I'm willing to try it.
If you want to attempt it, it'll be honestly like a flat roll whether the spell works or not. You've got a 50-50 chance.
Okay.
Is that worth it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to cast it as a ritual or no? Can sorcerers do ritual casting?
Well, what's the difference between ritual and just regular casting?
I take it back. You don't have ritual casting, so you don't have the opportunity. Typically, ritual casting means you can cast the spell and make for an extra 10 minutes. Like, it takes 10 minutes longer to cast, but you don't expend the spell slot. But sorcerers don't get that option. Sorry.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I will cast it.
Okay,
And now I roll.
here we go. 50-50 shot.
You roll.
That is a no.
No!
Sorry to say it. It was very close. It was 1 point away from being in your favor.
Oh, man.
For a moment, it looks like it wants to decode like whatever's on the like touchpad, but then the magic shifts away and it remains undecoded.
Aw.
It's a good effort, though. Well done.
Okay, well, we also have that Arcana check that we can do too, right?
That is correct.
All right. Well, I have an Arcana of +2. Or I have an Arcana check. I have 2 in that, and since it's an intelligence-based check, that means it's +4 because I'm in the desert.
Mhm.
So I guess I'll give it a try, since I know that these guys don't have any Arcana innately. Although
Oh yeah, I
Bird
got
had
0 Arcana.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
cast spells, but no Arcana.
All right, I'm gonna give it a try. That's technically an 8.
And that is technically not enough.
No! What do we do?
You mess with the touchpad a little bit, and eventually it glows red, and you get the impression that you've been locked out because every time you touch it, the red flashes at you.
Okay.
Well, if going in politely doesn't seem to be an option, we can attempt to force our way through, although this metal looks extra thick.
I worry about forcing a door this far down. We've already experienced pretty bad cave-in. So let us look around a little bit. Is the room that we're in, is it like a hallway? Are there rooms that are nearby?
Yes, there are.
All right. Well, I say before we start trying to blow up the door or hit it with our swords enough to knock it loose from its hinges, we investigate a little bit around the area. We might find something that could help us. Just a hunch.
Good idea.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check of the nearby area.
Okay.
Ooh, I can do that.
Okay. That's not an
Sorry.
investigation check.
Oh, my apologies. I don't want to do an investigation check.
Do you have a negative?
I have 0.
I have 0 as well.
I have +4, which technically, since it's an intelligent, you've heard this before. That's technically 12. God damn it!
All right. The nearby rooms look like storage rooms of some kind, filled with cabinets and tables. Most of these seem to have been picked clean fully already.
Wow.
A lot of the cabinets are like splayed open. It's not that scavengers haven't been here before, but it definitely isn't as like perfectly like fully picked clean as the rest of the dungeon that you've encountered higher up.
Okay.
The further down you go, the less people have been here. But it's rare for you to be somewhere that no one has ever been before, which is why getting into that room will be such a big deal for Ezric.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with a 12, you are able to see the general purpose of the room and see that it's been mostly picked clean, but you aren't able to find anything of import or anything to help you in your opening of the door.
Okay.
Would anybody... so Jared has made this check. Who would like to make the next check?
Is it an
what's
investigation check as well, or just whatever we can?
You could choose investigation. You could attempt Arcana. Let me look at the list here. So I would allow Arcana, Athletics, Investigation, Medicine, perception,
Oh, I got a perception check.
or survival. Any of those checks could be made to help you in this situation.
Yo,
Ooh!
you love to see it.
Okay. Lucian, as you guys are going through some of these other rooms, you notice that there is some odd contraption built into the ceiling. Instead of a flat ceiling, it's like there's a grate of some kind made for air to pass through. It looks just barely big enough to crawl in.
Ooh. I'm going to point it out.
Well, if this vent is if this duct is designed to transfer air or allow air to pass from room to room, it stands to reason that whatever is behind that door would need air also. So maybe we could get behind it from via the vent.
That sounds like decent logic to me. But I would like to not go first. Who would like to volunteer?
What are these? Dexterity checks, probably? Acrobatics?
We would be looking more at dexterous-based checks. Acrobatics is probably what you're going to need to be rolling for a majority of this.
I wonder if we have someone that has a lot of dexterity. Someone of a fluffy nature, as it were.
Oro's gonna look at Bird. He doesn't look that fluffy.
I drop soup on my customers all the time. I don't think I'm the one that you want to be going first.
Well, there's a reason I was picked for this job, I guess. So, if we're gonna try the vent, do I need to climb up to it? Like,
We'll kind of skip forward a little bit. You guys find some like tables and things you can stack up enough that you would be able to easily reach the vent.
okay. Well, I will get up on top of those tables and open up the vent and attempt to climb inside. Or
Okay. I will need an acrobatics check to get
Acrobat-
all the way into this vent
come
and
in
begin
there.
squeezing your way through.
All right. Wow.
Of course. With your rabbit-like agility and the how close they were able to get you, you're able to easily just leap all the way up to the vent, get a good hold, and launch yourself inside. Before anybody else can even see what's happened, you're partway into the vent, just crawling through, nice and easily. It's actually one of the cleaner areas of the structure that you've been in.
It's Peter Cottontail.
All right, you begin making your way through. It's a bit of a maze. There's lots of branching paths. You will have to pick and choose which ones to go through to eventually get to the room you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I will accept a history, investigation, or survival check to
Okay.
keep your wherewithal and have the right sense of direction to know where you're supposed to go.
I'm gonna make a survival check.
Let's go.
All right. Before you know it, you are looking down a grate in a room that looks unfamiliar. You can't see too many details through the grate, but you're pretty sure this is the room that nobody's been in before.
Can I tell how far of a drop it is?
Would you?
Oh, look how cute you are.
It'll be a 15-foot drop.
Okay.
Ouchie.
Is 15 feet enough that I would take fall damage from that?
Yes,
How's
you take 1d6 for every 10 feet, I believe.
Okay. And
So this would be 1d6 of falling damage.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to call back to the others that I think that I found it. That I'm positioned just above the room on the opposite side of the door.
What
As
do
Uncle
you
yell
see?
back, there might be a way to open it from the other side. Do we want to try that, or should we all try going through the air ducts?
Let me drop down and see, and I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Would
so,
you like to drop down and take the 1d6?
Yes, I would like to drop down and take the 1d6.
Go ahead and add 5 damage.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ouchie.
Okay.
Indeed, they are not in this room yet. Whoppa.
All
Aura
right.
is in the room. Whoppa. Okay, this here is the sealed door. You are in a large room that looks very machine-based. Large pieces of magical machine equipment litter this room. What their purpose is, you cannot fathom. However, you get the feeling that you just hit the jackpot. Any one of these would be worth a fortune if you were able to safely transport it outside, although they are rather huge. That being said, you do notice a corpse lying on one of the tables, currently lighting up with magical runes. Would you like to examine that first, or would you like to make your way to the door and attempt to open it from the other side?
I want to examine the corpse first.
All right.
Greedy bastard.
At this point, the corpse is nothing more than a skeleton. Even the skeleton itself has started to rot away. You cannot fathom how long this corpse has been here, only that it has been entirely undisturbed since it died. You are able to tell as you examine over the body that whoever this was died of a stab wound to the back.
Huh.
As you go through their jacket, you feel something in their pocket and pull out a thin sheet of plastic in the shape of a card.
It's a key card.
And that, Taryn, is why I searched the corpse first.
You also notice a small device clutched in the skeleton's hand in the shape of like a hockey puck. That being said, it's at this moment that you feel some sort of connection to yourself and to the world around you. Something in the back of your mind pulling you towards pushing the body to the side for a moment and checking underneath it.
I do so. I listen to my connection to the world.
You shift the body over and you see a handle that is bladeless hanging from its belt.
Ooh.
Something inside of you calls you to pick it up.
Do it.
I do so.
What could possibly go wrong?
Jared, you are being offered a story point. I will allow you to attune to this item instantaneously instead of requiring a rest.
Ooh.
Would you like to take this moment?
I would like to.
Do it.
I would like to
Do
attune
it.
this item.
You are attuned. You connect to the item immediately, realizing that it has been waiting here for who knows how long, hundreds of years, just so that it could be found by you. And as you flick the switch on this handle, a beam of light erects from it.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Oroban, I am adding a sun blade
Yes.
to your inventory.
Sunblade. That's what it's called. For copyright
Ah,
purposes.
I actually knew what that was.
For copyright purposes.
Oh, man.
Wait, a sunblade is a lightsaber?
Copyright.
And there goes the copyright.
It's copyright.
Oh wait,
Yes.
can we not say that because of Terran's stream?
Yes, now
Well,
Disney will come for
I don't think it matters.
Okay. Well, I'm so sorry if
If
I
it
just
matters,
got you
Karen
in
gets in trouble,
trouble.
not us.
Terran.
What?
So the sun blade is an item that it was probably it's an actual D&D item, but it was made with lightsabers in mind, pretty obviously. The description goes that the item appears to be a longsword hilt. While grasping the hilt, you can use a bonus action to cause a blade of pure radiance to spring into existence, or make the blade disappear. While the blade exists, this magic longsword has the finesse property. If you are proficient with short swords or longswords, you are proficient with the Sunblade. You gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon, which deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage. When you hit an undead with it, that target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. The sword's luminous blade emits bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet. The light is sunlight. While the blade persists, you can use an action to expand or reduce its radius of bright and dim light by 5 feet each to a maximum of 30 feet each or a minimum of 10 feet each.
Cool.
Oh my God.
That is a very, very good weapon.
Cool.
And it can be used for dual wielding.
Yes.
Are there any cool
Get ready to
like
hear a lot of Duel of the Fates references.
I imagine so.
Oh man.
All right, we cut back to Oroban, the radiant yellow light illuminating his face. It is at this point that the machine against the back wall, huge in size, begins to shift and move. Motion detected. Activating reserve power. Scanning. Intruders found. Activating self-defense protocol. As the
Oh.
creature
Boy.
begins to move, large stacks of wires arcing up towards the ceiling suddenly glow with electricity as this medbot becomes active and hostile. Roll initiative.
Copy that. Rolling initiative.
no?
All right. Need to make sure that I am selected.
Initiative.
All right.
Oh, whoops. Where's my token?
Oh, your token is not out yet. Here, I'll throw your token down for you.
There I
And
am.
there's Lucian as well.
With a whopping 14 hit points. Yeah, a 1.
Hey, at least it wasn't a nat 1. All right. That's what counts.
Okay. So, can I through this okay, I know we're still rolling initiative and everything. Can I intuit the purpose of the key card, or do I need to make a check for that?
Given that there is a slot for the key card on the inside section of the door, I would allow you to intuit that.
Okay. Oh, and also, can I understand the medbot? Is he speaking common? Because you did say that the arcane stuff was of an ancient language, or like the keypad and everything. So is the bot speaking in?
That is an excellent point. While us as the audience could understand what he was saying, tragically, it all sounded like absolute gibberish to you.
Okay, and can I intuit that the boss, that this guy is hostile?
I would say yes.
Okay. My rabbit.
And you have heard tale of like magical creatures coming to life within like the ruins and attacking people before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well then I'm gonna call back to the group. I think I found a way to open the door. I'm gonna hurry, but there's some sort of golem in here. Be prepared.
Okay, let me just finish getting everybody in initiative first and foremost, and then I'm going to throw it up to you guys what you would like to do next. Because, frankly, this is the boss of your tutorial quest.
Oh,
The prize
boy.
of the tutorial quest is the Sunblade. Now, there are other items of equivalent coolness that are in this world for you to find, but they are very rare, and you will find them as you quest. But they will not all be on this quest. Just so you two are aware of the stack here.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
All right. Do you want to do this encounter now?
We do have 10 minutes before 1. Does anyone have anything else going on?
I do not. But I know we did set up like a pretty firm, like that's our done time. So I figured I'd throw it out to the group if you wanted to take
For
it.
me, I would rather start it when we do our next session in the new year. Not on the 2nd, but the week after that. Like, this is an incredibly hype, cool moment, but I would rather save the combat for next time. That's just me, though.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
either go too quick
Okay.
or too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
And I'd
do
like
only
Alright.
have 10 minutes
full-
left.
I'd like to have the full session leading up to it, or like actually and then be able to do some stuff afterwards. To be like, nice, you killed the boss. See you guys later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd like to have
exactly.
some time to really fully enjoy the combat first of all, and then to have some afterplay as well.
Okay. Just so that you guys are aware of the conditions, because I did give you conditional combat. Your only condition for this combat is survive.
Of course.
However you do that, even if that's running away, is a win, and you will get full XP. Just get out of this situation alive, whether you kill it or not. And that'll be 2,000 experience each.
Wow, that's a level.
Very possibly would be a level.
And with that level comes extra attack. Wow.
All right. So on that big old cliffhanger that I threw out, that is where we are ending today's session.
Fantastic.
Good job to each and every one of you. I'm actually very happy with how you navigated all of the trials, and your dedication to keeping everybody alive, I think, is especially admirable.
I really didn't want the dwarves to go down. I was like, if Ezric goes down somewhere along the way, then we won't be able to find this loot. Because, I mean, actually, I suppose we could read his maps. But... I don't know. The way that Oro's looking at it is like, if Ezric dies on the way, then he dies because he is a failure of a scavenger.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the dwarves though, the dwarves are good people. That's so cool that we got the double nat 20 on the advantage roll from Dames. It's too bad it wasn't the player that did it, but I'm still glad that we got it.
Yeah.
Well, there was a player involved in getting it, so I'll take that win.
I've only seen something like that like once, and it was when I got a critical instant kill because the way Frank runs criticals is like he does the roll a d100 to see what happens. He's got like the whole chart thing, and I did get a nat 20 and then 100 on a boss, and he was so mad.
That's the best part.
I worked so hard for this encounter, dude.
It happens, and when it does, it's wild. That's for sure. Yes, indeed.
Alrighty, well, shall we just call it there and then reconvene next time?
We'll reconvene next time.
Sure.
Feel free to use the Sunblade in the encounter, by the way, Jared, because you are
Okay.
fully attuned and able to use it,
Sweet.
given the story point.
Alright, wonderful.
Why does he get the Sunblade?
Because he got in there
There,
first.
There are other really cool magical things out there. In fact, I have distributed them in a way that there is something for each of you hidden in the world. That
Okay.
as you go through the world and its various quests, each of you will find the thing designed for you or put in there for you. Jared got the Sunblade because that fits perfectly with his fighting style,
Okay.
and it fits the theme of the campaign being post-apocalyptic, ancient technology is around type of thing really, really well.
You know, when you were telling me about when we were doing our session 0, I was thinking, I was like, there has to be a Sunblade somewhere in this world. I wasn't expecting to see it so early, but I was like, there has to be one out there. There has to be a lightsaber somewhere.
And magic items of that quality are extraordinarily rare.
Yes.
So not only would you be offered like a fortune for it, but if other people find out you have it, you might be targeted for it.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind as you play. All right. Well, with that, I think we are all set to see you guys. Was it not next week, but the week after?
Yes, so I won't be able to play on the 2nd, which is next Sunday, but I will be able to play on the following Sunday.
I probably
I
won't
see.
be able to play on that following Sunday. So
Oh.
You're killing me.
probably out for 2 weeks.
Damn.
Karen turned into a dog. On the Twitch thingy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Huh.
Aki.
nice.
Per viewer recommendation, I'm showing Aki.
Aww.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Hello, Aki.
Holy moly, 8 viewers. Nice. Hello, everybody. And goodbye.
Yeah, we're getting up there. We're basically
Aki!
famous. Oh my
We're
God.
You're so
basically
cute. Hello. Hi, Aki.
All right, gorgeous people. Well, I'm gonna go get my day started here. Watch the snow. Maybe make some hot chocolate. I wish you all the best,
I'm so
and I hope
jealous.
you
I
all
want
had a
snow.
wonderful and merry Christmas.
And
Yeah.
Happy New Year to all of you.
I might do some hot chocolate as well.
Can't go wrong. All right, and I will see you guys. I guess we'll have the big finale of your tutorial quest.
Mid-January.
3 weeks.
Yep, 3 weeks.
Hurts my heart, but it's what we gotta do.
Really? In 3 weeks?
Yeah, because I can't do the
'Cause
second.
you guys are
I
gone
can't
next
do
week.
the-
Karen's gone the
And
week
away she
after.
goes.
So it'll have to be the week after that.
Okay.
But luckily, I think we ended on a big enough cliffhanger that, when we all see this page, we'll all know exactly what happened, where we're at.
Hopefully so. Man, I'm
Alrighty.
excited with my 14 hit points. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean.
Do me a favor. Don't get hit.
Okay.
Do all
Don't
of
get
us.
hit. Whatever you do, it'll only hurt.
Like, Jared could probably tank a hit or two. I don't know how well you'll be able to take a hit. This guy
Okay.
hits pretty hard.
Not well. We'll go with not
But,
well.
whatever happens, happens.
That's fine.
Okay.
It'll be fun. It'll all be fine.
Until next time, everybody.
All right, guys.
See you
Have a
there.
good one.
Bye.
And for the people that tuned in, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Like we said, our next session will be in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, third week of January. That's the plan. Hope to see you next time for session 5, Dungeons and Dragons, the Third Eye. Other than that, I will continue to stream sporadically till then. So tune in, and we'll see you then.